Hello everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? I am doing well. Oh. Turn off my volume on that one, my audio. Is everyone having a good week? I hope so. I'm having a pretty good week. So it's snowing and it's cold outside, and it's probably cold for most people. Excuse me. So tonight I have our January paper pumpkin that we're going to put together. We're going to unbox it and see what's in it, and then put some of them together. And then I have another card that I want to show you. Hello Nancy, how are you? So I have another card that I want to put together tonight because it was a mystery project. I was at a convention this weekend. It was a convention online, and we learned all kinds of new techniques and creativity. We had four make and take packets. We had three mystery projects. One of the mystery projects is the card that I'm going to show you tonight. I love it. And depending on what kind of paper you use, what pattern, the card can look totally different. So it's exciting to see what people come up with. So if you don't know what a mystery project is, it's you kind of get the instructions. You know, you need a piece of cardstock in this size, and you need a piece of designer series paper that's going to coordinate it. Hello, Sue. Coordinate with your cardstock, and you need that in this size paper. And then if there's any scoring, it will tell you where to score, what paper, and what tags you need, and grab your favorite stamp set and embellishments. And then by the time you get done and you follow the directions and you put it together, you get an amazing result. So tonight, if you didn't catch it, we're going to unbox our paper pumpkin for January. It's called Kisses and Hugs, and I think it's going to be really pretty. And there is an add-on that you can add to it. I'll give you the numbers for that too. And you can order that on a Stampin' Up! Order. I don't know if there's any refill kits left. I have not been able to find them online, so my guess is they're sold out. But if I find that they are not sold out, I will let you know. So let's get started. I'm going to point you to my work surface. So hang on. Close your eyes if you get motion sickness. So here, nope, this way. So here's our paper pumpkin. Ta-da! Oh. And we're going to open it up. And I did open the cellophane and all that, so I wouldn't waste time doing that. So our ink spot this month is Gray Granite. And then our stamp pad, or stamp set, oh, it says love you, for you, friend, more, sending you love. So you could say love you more. Oh, I know a lot of people that say that. My sister Sue is one of them, and so do her kids. And then it has hearts and an outline and a fill-in, the X and the O, and little dots, a little heart with an arrow through it, and a big arrow. So I have a question. You know, XO, when we were growing up and we used to get cards, it was not a like a strange event. You know, we really did get mail. People would sign their name and they'd go XO, XO. Which one, I know they stand for Kisses and Hugs, but which one stands for the hug and which one stands for the kiss? Is the X the kiss or is the O? Or is the hug the X or the O? Have you ever thought about that? I think I thought about it wrong, that it was wrong all the time. So, I don't know which is correct. But if you give me feedback, Sue says the O is hugs and the X is kiss. Well, that's what I always thought. Why did I think that was wrong? Why was I told that was wrong? I think my family told me that was wrong. I'm not sure. But I would say X's is the kiss and the O is the hug. Because, you know, you do a hug, so you got an O. I don't know. But that's what I think. So this is the add-on that you can add on if you want to add it to your list. So it's boxes, these cute little gold and very vanilla boxes. And then there's gold cord with it that you can tie these hearts with. And you can even put to and from, or you can use one of these stamps to stamp on it. And I believe you get 20 of those boxes. So, you know, they're cute for Valentine's Day, for anniversaries, weddings, honeymoons, birthdays, and more. So, you might want to make sure you add that on if that's something that you like. And then next month, something coming on the horizon is a sneak peek at next month's kit. And then you can scan that barcode to see what that is. All right, so I'm going to set that here. Then I'm going to pull out the kit. Actually, I think I'm going to close this up and put this aside. Okay, so in the kit, there are the instructions, as they always come. And I looked at this, and it was a little strange to me. But there are 2 cards, 3 cards, 2 cards, 1, 2, so there's this one, and there's this one, and then the envelope. We're going to decorate the envelope as well. Okay, so let me fold this paper so it's not taking up my whole work surface. And then I'm going to pull this out, get rid of the cellophane. Oh, there's cute little iridescent dots. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in them. And then mini dimensionals. And then envelopes. Oh, look at these envelopes. Look at the inside of the envelopes. Oh, beautiful. And that's like a gold foil. It's not raised up, but they do shine. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 envelopes. So my guess is there's 5 of each card, which gives us the 10 cards. So this kit is going to make us 10 cards. And then we have all of these pieces. And I'm going to start punching them out. This is the fun part. It doesn't take any brains, but it does take some time. So who else? Scott Van Peeren. Well, hello, Scott. Oh, Scott says X is for hugs and O is for kisses. Huh. So which is right? And why? Why is an X for hugs and an O is for kisses? I'm so glad. Scott is my nephew. He is the greatest. He is so funny. And he will tell you some stories about Aunt Arlena and her pizza. Don't believe anything he says. I miss those times. So Scott, I want to come see you. I want you to take me out to dinner. Not that you have to pay, but I want you to take me to a place to eat. One of those wonderful places downtown. I don't know if it's Detroit or where you live or whatever. You're always posting about these wonderful restaurants, and I always get so excited. Yeah, so now I'm going to punch out these white hearts, and there's a gold foil heart that's embossed around it. So I hope my video is still going. Tell me if you're having problems. So on my phone it looks like it's going, but on my other device it keeps pausing. So I'm not sure if you're having any difficulty viewing the video. Hello, Nancy Jones. I was at the studio today, all alone and lonely, but I did get my to-do list done, and everything's good. Rhonda didn't make it in. She was not feeling well, so I hope she's okay. Trip photography. You're frozen again. Oh, okay. So Sue says I am freezing up. So, am I okay now? I think it's my signal because of the snow we're getting. Oop, I'm putting the hearts in the garbage pile. That's not good. Gosh, I did it again. I'm trying to read my comments. Was there lots of deliveries? Oh, yes, there was, Nancy. So there were maybe 10, 11 boxes. It was 2 trips, 2 dollyfuls. So we will have fun next week, that's for sure. Okay, and then we have Vellum Hearts that are already starting to curl. So does anyone use vellum and the vellum curls like that? I have not touched these yet, so I'm not sure why that top one is curling, but I know the heat of my hand will curl vellum. So you want to be careful not to handle it too much, I guess. Then I'm just going to punch these out. Has everyone gotten their paper pumpkin for January? And don't be confused, it's not February's because of Valentine's. This is the January kit. They work ahead of time. Stampin' Up! Works ahead of time, so we got it in time for Valentine's. Oh, and then there's our adhesive dots. And this wonderful chipboard. Don't throw it away because you can make like a calendar. You can cut a 4x6 piece of chipboard. Cover it with a 4x6 piece of colored cardstock, let's say black, and then cut a piece of designer series paper, 3 1/4 by 5 3/4, and it just keeps matting it. Those are the dimensions. And then you can put one of those calendar, little peel and stick calendars that I have. Let me get one for you. They're like this, and you put that down in the corner and you embellish it and decorate it, and then you put it up on an easel, a wooden easel that you can get from the craft store, and then you have a beautiful calendar to sit on your desk, and they make excellent gifts. Okay, let's see what we need for the first one. So I'm only going to make one of each, so that I don't take too much time. Once you see one made, you don't need to see any more. So we need that piece and that piece. We need an arrow. And it looks like that's it for that one. Okay. And then we need the pink. It's actually Blushing Bride card. And it says to open it up. So it's a three hearts across. And then we're going to stamp. Make sure you get your acrylic block out. And gray granite. So the way you open this, and I know I've showed you before, I personally only cut one side, and I just kind of slid it with my snips, and I didn't do it all the way. Be sure not to cut yourself. Those snips are sharp. And then I leave the other side hinged so that I don't lose it. And then it's actually easier to grab onto because you have more to hold on to when you're inking up your stamp. So the one we want is Friend. I'm going to peel that off for now. And then again, a trick that I showed you before, I'm going to put the stamp down so it doesn't bend, and then I'm going to put my acrylic block over it, just press down and then pick it up, and that way the stamp is on there straight. Okay, so you want the white heart with the gold frame around it. You want to ink up your stamp that says Friend, and then stamp it in the middle of the heart. And I'm actually going to stamp it on a piece of paper first, because it just doesn't look like it has good coverage. And you can see it's kind of blotchy. So I'm going to try it again. Sometimes you just need to okay, so the second time I stamped it, it looks a little better. Okay, so now when I do it, it should be okay. So I'm going to put this in the middle. Okay. And then on the heart, this little square heart, I'm going to stamp For You. So let me get another block. And your first paper pumpkin that you get will come with an acrylic block. So you will always have one to use, and it will always fit the stamps that come on the stamp set. So now I gotta find For You. And then again, I'm going to put this down on the desk, on my work surface. And it is a little sticky. And then I'm going to pick it up with my block, and that way it's straight. This time I'm going to pick up the ink spot, and I'm going to dab it on the stamp and see if that works better. Although the Friend on the heart doesn't look that bad. So again, I'm going to try it on here. Oh yeah. Ink it up again. Hello, Sharon. So Sue, I've always told you do not throw that chipboard away. Sue is recovering from knee surgery, and she has done a gazillion paper pumpkin and kits, and every one of them comes with a piece of chipboard. So she, I'm sure, has now thrown them all away, and it's okay, Sue. There's other things that come with chipboard, and you can save them when you get them, now that you know. Okay, so I'm going to take these little dimensionals and I'm going to sprinkle them on the back of the heart, and I'm going to use probably 4, just like that. And then yep, and then I want 2 on this one, and I want it at the top and the bottom, because the arrow is going to go, the arrow is going to go underneath it, and the arrow, I want 2 dimensionals, 2 of these miniature ones, 1 on the point and 1 on the feathers. And then on the oh, we need 2 of these hearts, the white hearts with the gold frame around it, and we're going to put adhesive dots on those. So this, I'm going to use my poker tool to pick these up with. This poker tool is a lifesaver. You just simply pick it up and put it down. Pick it up and put it down. Very easy. And you can use as many of these as you want. It doesn't matter. Or you can use your stamp and seal. Either way, you know, sometimes that's easier. But I'm just using what the kit gives me. Okay, so I have all my pieces, and then I have my card base, and it says to take the friend, so I'm going to peel the back of these dimensionals off, and then I'm going to center that on this heart. And then I'm going to put my arrow down first. And this goes in the middle here. And then I'm going to take my 4U and put it over top of it. And then I'm going to take my other white heart with the gold frame, and I'm going to peel the backs of these adhesive dots and peel them off. This one's being stinker. Okay, there we go. And then we're just going to put that on, center that on the back panel, and then you fold it like, nope, you fold it like that. Okay, so you have friend, and then when you open it up, it's for you, and then you can sign it here, put a little love note there. That is darling. Okay, so now the second one is the very vanilla base, and we have that, and then we need a pink heart. It's not pink though. It's what color is it? We have 3 colors. Oh yes, we want a pink one. We want, see, that's a little bigger. And then we want a white one, and that's going to go in there. It's going to frame it. Oh, that's nice. And then a piece of vellum goes under this one. Oh, we have another arrow. Do we have an arrow? Nope, that's a stamp. Okay, I think we have all our pieces. Okay, so on this blushing bride heart, we're going to stamp for you. Okay, with the gray granite again. And if you don't want to use the color that comes with the stamp set, the kit, the paper pumpkin kit, you can definitely use whatever color you have that you would rather use. You like it. Yes. And Scott likes it. Scott thinks, hey, cool. That's my Scott. Man, I miss him. I haven't seen him. Gosh, when was the last time I saw you, Scott? I don't even remember. Alright, then I'm going to take this arrow that's in the stamp set. They just peel off. They're photopolymer, so they feel like rubber. And they work really well. And I like them because you can see through them, so you can see where you want to line it up. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp or ink this up. Scott, do you ever think you'll make a card? You should. Your mom would be so proud. And your aunt would be even prouder. Prouder? Is that a word? More proud. I don't think prouder is a word. Okay. And then I need love you more. Oh, Sue's going to love this one. Alright. Oh, Scott says maybe. Alright, buddy. You're hooked. You're stuck. You're going to make a card with me. One of these days, you are going to make a card with me. Okay, and then love you. Okay. Alright. Love you goes above the arrow. And then more goes below the arrow. Make sure you get it right side up, not upside down. Oh, so cute. Okay. And then you want to I'm going to put adhesive dots on the back of this one. The Blushing Bride one. So how many of you send out Valentines? Or give Valentines? I give them to my girls and my husband, but I don't typically mail them out to anyone. But I have a few made, so I might send some out this year. Okay, so then it says to put this on the vellum. So I'm going to put that like so, so it kind of frames the heart. And then on the back we're going to use dimensionals. I really love this kit. So when you're using vellum, you want to make sure that you put your adhesive where you're not going to see through it. If I was to put it like behind here, or anywhere around this frame, you would be able to see the adhesive, and you don't want to see the adhesive. So be sure not to. Always have a flower or something that you can put the adhesive on the vellum behind, if you know what I mean. Okay, and then we want to again put adhesive dots or your stamp and seal on this heart. Oh, that one's like not wanting to stick together. And again, you just peel the backing off of those. They're very little, but they are sticky. So you should be all right with 4. Sue sends Valentines to her daughters and grandkids. Aww. And then we're going to put that on there and frame it like that. And then they want this popped up with dimensionals. You know I love my dimensionals. So, put that right there. I was just going to say, for you, XOXO, love you more. Oh, that is so cute. Sue, I can tell you're going to be doing this soon, because you're going to send these to your kiddos, all your kiddos, young and old. Okay, so that's the 2 cards. And then you have the envelope, and it wants the XOXO on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a larger block and put the XO on it. Actually, it will fit on your block. Well, it will, because they design the stamps to fit on the block that comes with the kit. So I don't want this long one, because I will tend to rock it to this side because there's nothing there to hold it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer it to a smaller block. And then I'm going to stamp it twice. Now the X is crooked. Okay. So now I think I'm going to stamp it in Memento Black, because I want it to stand out. And I think it will look really pretty on this, is this Flirty Flamingo or Calypso Coral? I think it's Calypso Coral. So then we put it down here. And then we're going to put it again. Oh, I love it. And then I'm going to actually do 2 because I made 2 cards. Nancy, or Scott, not hot glue. No, you don't use hot glue when you're making cards. You silly kid. That would be for other crafts. Oh, you are so funny. See, everyone? See why he makes me laugh? Everybody needs a Scott in their life because he's just the best. And I say a kid. He's not a kid. I was an aunt when I was 6 years old. And he was it. I mean, he made me an aunt. So, he's not a kid, but he's always a kid to me. So, you know how that goes. All right. So, I'll take care of these later. I'm going to show you though what and oh yeah, we got these rhinestones. I always forget about the sprinkling of the glitter, the shimmer. Oh man, those are pretty. Okay. So it wants it on. Oh, we get to sprinkle a lot. So it wants a couple on here. One here, one here, one here. I should put it so it's more in the. And these are all the same size, so it doesn't really matter where you put them, whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. Okay, on here. It has it in the middle one. See, Scott, don't you want to make some cards with me? Okay. All right. So we have this card. Yeah. Yeah, we were young, Sue, when we became aunts. And we had like a ton of nephews and nieces. Every 6 months there was one being born, and we had like, yeah. Now, how many nephews and nieces are there? There's 23 total. I don't know how many great nephews and nieces. We even have great nephews and nieces, and it's wonderful. I don't think we've ever all been together since the great nephews and nieces have come along. But boy, when we do get together, whoever's there, we sure have fun. And we started getting together at campgrounds now, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside. I don't know where the cap is to that. So we have these two cards that we made. I'm going to set those aside. I'm going to set this stuff back in the box, the paper pumpkin box. So do you like this kit? I love it. I want to add LED lights. Scott! Oh, you are so funny. You probably could. I mean, you can do anything you want, Scott. You can do anything you want. Okay, so now this other project, I'm going to show you the card first, and then I'm going to show you how to make it. So this was our mystery project. We were told, okay, I have all the pieces here, so I'm going to read what we were told. You want a piece of cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So that's what this is. It's a quarter sheet of cardstock. Then you want to cut a coordinating piece of designer series paper, 11 by 5 1/4. So that's what this is. And then it says to score it at 1 3/4, 3 1/2, 5 1/4, and 7. And then you set it aside. And then it says cut a piece of another cardstock, 7 by 3 1/2, and fold it in half, which is at the 3 1/2 mark. And then it says cut another piece of designer series paper that is coordinating, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I have that. And then it says cut a label from a die, any die that you choose, and have it out of white cardstock. So that's my label. And then punch some greenery and a heart, either out of a punch or out of a die. You can use either one. So I have some greenery, I have a heart, and then it says, oh, I need to tie a double bow. Oh, I didn't do that. I added a rhinestone, but I could do that too. Anyways, and then cut a piece of basic white, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, so I have that, and then embellish with rhinestones. Okay, so this is what I have. All right, this is what it made. Cute, huh? And it stands up. So cute. So you can write your little message here. You can put a picture here if you want, or just leave it blank. And it says, sending you lots of love. So I'm going to show you how this comes together. So I'm going to work backwards. I'm going to put all this backwards. All right. So I've got my 1/4 sheet of cardstock, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then I have my designer series paper, 11 by 5 1/4, and I want to adhere it down with my glue. Oh, this side of the paper is pretty too. Ooh, which one should I use? Okay, I need to vote. Do we need the hearts? Uh-oh. My computer just went, so I can't see your votes. Do you want the heart side, or do you, well, the heart side, red, pink, and purple, or do you want the, the more pastel colors with the big heart label? So I'm going to point you up so I can see what people are saying. So are all of you making the same thing? I don't know if anyone's joining me on making this stuff, but they can. Okay, you're talking about losing pieces to this puzzle. I've heard about this puzzle. So this puzzle is a Petoskey stone puzzle, and it's all Petoskey stones. And my brother Lyle and his wife Nancy made it, and then they took it apart, put it in a box, and mailed it to my sister Sue. So my sister Sue is putting it together, although she's having a difficult time with it. So after she's done, she's going to box it up, and she's going to send it to my daughter Courtney, because my daughter Courtney loves puzzles. And then when Courtney's done, she's going to pack it up, and she's going to send it to someone else in the family. And there's going to be a note in it when they started the puzzle and when they finished it, because we want to know how long it takes these people to do this. So it should be fun. So we need a vote. Do we want this side paper or this side? 1 or 2? Is 2 better or 1? Is anyone listening to me? 1, 2. One, 2. Scott says 2. We're going with 2. All right. I'm pointing you back down to my work surface. Okay. Thank you, Scott. See, it wasn't difficult. You just have to make a decision and go with it. So this is my stamp and seal. Kind of easier to use than those adhesive dots, but that's okay. And then I want to line it up here and just kind of frame it. or mat it, put a border around it, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and then I'm going to just fold it on the score lines and accordion it back and forth. So you really do get to see the other side. This is the focal point. Okay? Alright. Then you take your 7 by 3.5 and you put the designer series paper down that is 3.25 by 3.25. And you put that on the left side. Then you take your white, basic white, that's 3.25 by 3.25, and put that on the right side. Then you fold it in half, and actually you want to put adhesive, probably a good inch and a half in on both sides. And then you want to just slide it in here, and before you press it together you want to make sure you center it, or line it up the best you can, up and down and side to side, and then you push it down, and then you've got that. Okay, and then you take your label, set that aside, take your label. I have the stamp set, Dahlia Days, and there is a stamp in there. It says, sending you lots of love, and I absolutely love it. So this is the red rubber stamps. So they're good too. You just can't see through it to line it up. So it presents challenges, but not too bad. I am going to use my Highland Heather ink. And you just pop it open like that. Push the top of it. It opens up and you slide it, and there's your ink. And then I'm going to ink my stamp. And then I'm going to stamp it to the right of the label, and I do that on purpose. I did not center it because I want to put the greenery and the heart. Oh, here's the heart. There's the heart. Okay. So I want to use a fine tip glue, which Stampin' Up! Sells that. And it is a very fine tip. Or you can use any fine tip that that you have. You don't want to use Elmer's glue or anything like that. You definitely want to use a craft glue that's going to dry clear and come out very thin on your punched image. Alright, so I'm going to put this down here, and then I'm going to put the other one down when I get glue on it. You could use mini glue dots. If you wanted to, that's fine too. I'm going to cut these tails off, like so. I'm going to take a mini glue dot, and you should never have to touch a glue dot. You take your piece of paper that you want the glue dot on, you put it over top of it, you push it down, you pick it up. It comes off the waxy paper, and it's on the back of your punched image, and then you just stick it down. And then I'm going to take my picker tool. I'm going to pick up a rhinestone. Oop. And then I'm going to put that right in the center of the heart. And then I want to put this on with dimensionals. And I'll use my larger ones, and I'll just use two, one on each end. They stick pretty good. You don't have to waste your dimensionals, that's for sure. And then I'm going to put that in the center there. And voila, there's your mystery project. Isn't that sweet? And I can't see any of your comments because my computer died, or however it's plugged in, so I'm not sure how it went black, but it did. So I have this one, I have this one, so that's a little different. I've gone crazy with these. I made actually two of that one. I thought I had another one. I don't see it. So, a lot of fun. Who would not love to receive that in the mail? That would be great. Let me show you too. I mentioned that I did a creative convention this weekend, and it was wonderful. It was online, so we learned some creative things, and we also learned things for our business, how to run our business. So it was a lot of fun. So we made that mystery project. We also made a set of these beautiful cards. There were 4. Anyway, it's a set of 4, so you could give them as a gift, or send them out yourself to someone. This is all made with this cotton ribbon. It's beautiful. It's 1/4 inch. Very easy to tie bows. And I know a lot of you don't like to tie bows, but this one's easy. It does have the polished dots as well. Those are beautiful. Then the Horizon paper that is in the new mini catalog. This is that paper. So the paper is actually the watercolor. All I did was stamp these birds on here, and I stamped those 3 trees. That's all I did to that paper, and then I stamped the message. But that, isn't that stunning? The paper did all the work, and I matted it behind with black and just on a white card base. This one, all I did was stamp the birds and this rolling line of trees. And this is Misty Moonlight that it's matted on. And then this one is, oh, it's so beautiful. It looks like a beach, a sunset. With the bird, I did the birds and the sand grass, I guess is what it's called. And the paper is, the rest of the paper is how it comes. And this is matted on Misty Moonlight. And then here's another one. And all I did was stamp the birds. That's it. And the message. So, beautiful cards. So if you don't have a lot of stamps or a lot of things, this paper will do all the work for you. All you need are some birds and maybe some trees, and you're good to go. So I hope you like those. I absolutely love them. I'm going to point you back up. Hello. Love the card. I need to try making it. Yes, Nancy. I might bring that with me when we get together in February, and then everyone can see the directions and copy them if they want, and then we can try making it and see what everyone's looks like, because it is fun because you pick your own designer paper, and like I said, depending on what you pick, the card looks totally different. So, all right, if there's nothing else, I'm glad you joined me tonight. I had fun. Thank you, Scott, for joining us. It was fun to have a male in the house. And as always, you always make me laugh. Thank you for that. But please don't use a hot glue gun on a card. Yes, I like to show new product. I try to show a little bit every week. I'll be back next Thursday. Not sure what I'm going to show you, but I will show you something. And I hope everyone stays safe and warm. And I hope you have a great weekend. I'll talk to all of you later. Bye-bye.